100, 50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 5,
And what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another episode of Wrong Side Simulations. Wrong Side Red Eye, being that it is late as hell for people to typically be streaming. But anyways, we are going to be rocking and rolling a little bit of Alaska Airlines tonight. Service from San Francisco up to Seattle, where it is currently 1/8 of a mile. So I believe in a title. Actually, no, I took it out. I was going to put 1/4 of a mile, but it's actually lower than that. It is 1/8 of a mile right now in Seattle. So we're going to try to shoot an approach into Seattle. We got 30 minutes of contingency fuel in the event that we can't get in. Although I'm sure we won't have any problems. We have full VAT sim coverage right now. Although I'm sure with our luck that'll change. And we're carrying Portland just in case. If we can't get in, we'll divert to Portland. So it's going to be a fun one. Let's see how long our flight is tonight. Got an hour and 45 minutes from wheels up to wheels down, and hopefully we make it in. So, guys, welcome to another episode of Wrong Side Simulations. Bring the best content from the wrong side of the airplane, the right seat, and as always, my name is Blake, and I'm a real-world flight dispatcher, and bring you a little more context to your flight sim viewing experience. And today, it's gonna be a fun one. Hopefully, I can land a 7.3 in a Cat 3 Autoland type scenario. Although I want to try to hand fly it, you know, just to be fun. But in the real world, it would definitely be an Autoland situation. And guys, if you haven't done so already, please smash the like button. If you enjoy this kind of content, please smash the notification bell so you know when I'm going live. All the things. Do a little audio check real quick. Everything looks like it's pretty good. Microsoft might be a little loud. Well, maybe not. So, first and foremost, as always, a huge shout out to all of our channel members. So, we want to shout everyone out. We've got Pilot Porter, Dustin, D-Champ, Callie Simmer, Ford Contour, Hillbilly Gypsy, Anon, Zach, Bravo Charlie, Gavin, Marco, Zolt, Skyfall, Wes, Jose, Andrew, Josh, AJJ, Brett Smith, Cap Shack, Chase, Shadow, Seth, and David. And I do think that in the last stream, David may have signed up, David Isaac may have signed up for membership, and I don't remember seeing it, but I'm pretty sure it happened during the stream. So David, if you end up watching this, thank you so much for your membership. Greatly appreciate you, my friend. Make sure to join the Discord so you can utilize all of your perks of being a member. And now over to the actual chat. Say hello to everybody in the chat. We got Wes in the house, Andrew's in the house, Jose, and Zolt. Man, we got all members right now. That is fucking awesome. Well, guys, I hope y'all are having a great early morning if you're Eastern time, and if you're not in Eastern time, then hope you're having a great night. Really looking forward to this one. We got a nice hour and 45 minutes en route. Damn, Blake, you are not wrong. Just texted the METAR for Seattle. Looks gnarly. Yep. These are the kind of weather conditions that I always want whenever we stream. Plus, we got full VATSIM coverage, so it's gonna be a good one. We've already got our PDC. Well, now it looks like looks like Oakland Center. No, I don't remember what center it is. What center are we in? Yeah, damn it. Oh, they're off. Fuck. We had them. Well, hopefully we'll still have this. Like I said, be our luck. So, let's get to it. I'm going to try to pre-flight, get through this thing real fast so we can do all the chat once we get airborne. Oh, ready. Let's see. Let's turn on a little head tracking. And I guess let's go over to the overhead first. Is this airplane, not this airplane's first flight of the day, so we're not going to worry about all the tests. Well, we are going to do the few that we do need to do. That's one we didn't need to do. Y'all damn, come on later. We are flying a 737-900 ER with dual auxiliary tanks, so we got all these auxiliary switches up here. We're on ground power. It's been a little bit since I've flown the 7.3. Go ahead and throw that seatbelt sign on because I'll probably forget. Window heat, probe can stay off. We're going to 30,000, so that's already set. It's going to be a right seat takeoff, so we'll do that switch. And when we land, we are going to make sure that it's nighttime. I just wanted to fly some daytime while sitting here on the ground. Alright, let's see. This should already be mostly set to where I like it. We'll declutter on this side. Flight directors. And wait till hydraulics come on before we do that. Let's do a lights test. Cool. All that looks good. Let's go ahead and set our position. Alright, come on down. Keep on doing these tests. Nope. Tell you what, let's just hit that button. That'll make life a lot easier. That'll click off. Perfect. Cool. It's going to be a VHF 1. Uncontrolled airspace. We'll set that. And then we'll do fingers over here. Perfect. Cargo test. And we'll switch over to VHF 1 on this side. Over here, we're going to put in our dummy ILS. So we're not picking up any false ILSs we don't want. Cool. We're not going to do the JIPWhiz test either. Alright. All that looks good. I'll break my neck trying to look all the way up there. Alrighty. Skyfall, what's going on, dude? Great to see you, man. This METAR really says few clouds at 0 feet. I don't doubt it. Let's see, let's look. Seattle. Oh, it just changed. Oh, that's gross. I want an 1/8 of a mile. Damn it. Look, now the winds are picking up a little bit. It was calm winds. Turn that down some more. It was calm winds. Typically with fog. When you see temp dew points spread on top of each other, these are almost on top of each other. You got 2 degrees, 1 degree. When they're on top of each other or close to each other, as well as light winds, there's definitely a chance of obscuration development. Obviously, it's been happening in Seattle. So right now, winds are 170 at 5. The fact that the winds have picked up will increase the chances of some of that fog kind of blowing away. 3 statute miles. We got patchy fog, few at 0, temp 2, dew point 1, and 3015 on the altimeter. That is in Seattle where we're going. Where we're at though, winds are 310 at 8, 10 statute miles, few at 400. I don't know if it. Maybe. I don't know. Temp 12, dew point 9, and altimeter is 3000. So, still, if not, worst case scenario, I'll just I'll hit the weather and manually change it to low IFR. Let's I guess let's get our. We'll use this for charts. On airport first. Then SID. We're on the where to go? Trucking 2. And then on the arrival, coming down the Hawks 7. On the approach, it's going to be 16 right. Cat 2, Cat 3, and then on the airport, looking for the 10-9. I guess it's 20-9. 20-9A. Cool. Pinned. Alright. Say what first thing we're gonna need. We need arrival pinned. And we're gonna want the airport elevation, which is 432. Let's put that there. And then we can go back, search. I'm still getting used to the user interface on this thing. I've never seen anything at 0 feet on a METAR. Well, if you ever become a dispatcher, that will change. You'll definitely see it more often. Okay, let's get on down here. Route San Francisco. We're headed to Seattle. We are Alaska Airlines. Shit, what are we? 582. And we're going to be departing off 1 right on the truck and 2. Deadhead transition. And then from Deadhead, it's going to be, where'd it go? I keep losing it. I believe it's Rebel RBL. LMT. And then Hawk 7. Alright, from there, figure out which VIA we want in Airbus terms. Griffey. Again, Civics. Let's do Civics. Look for any discontinuities. Got a vector, which is fine. Then Civics, perfect. Activate, execute, climb. Going up to I love that this actually like formats it correctly, because other EFBs don't. We're going up to 300. Cruise altitude change. Why? I think I missed a 0. Yeah, that's all it was. Cool. And it's, oh yeah, we probably should load the airplane, right? So let's go fuel. Ramp fuel, we're looking at 23.7. And then on the 0 fuel weight, 144.4. It's already in there. Perfect. I guess GSX actually loaded it up. Gonna start YipJet. Right, that started. Sweet. Alright, Annette, 0 fuel weight, 144.4 reserve fuel, 3.8. Cost index 69 giggity. Cruise wind. I think it gives me the direction up here. 342 at 56. and then outside air temp is -43. It's hard to click these buttons with head tracking on. We'll execute that. N1 limits. Let's get some takeoff performance. San Francisco 1 right. While we're doing that, tell you what, let's go ahead and fire up that AP. Alright, 1 right. Import from aircraft. Packs on, we'll do all that. Cool. Calculate. Alright, it's going to be flaps 5, TO 38. Cool. Alright, so we're going to go TO 38. Let's go climb 1, takeoff, flaps 5. And then CG 27.3. Let's call it 27.4. Trim at 4.7. Muy bien. And then our V speeds 51, 54, 61. Well, they're basically the same. That's already on there. So that's one reason why I questioned having this. Other than, I guess, if you have some kind of runway contamination, you don't really need it because the airplane already calculates it for you in the FMS. So, whatever. Right. Now after that, let's set up the MCP. I cannot read that shit. 1-4. Set that runway heading. And then top of climb on the SID. One 900. Cool, that is set. I like it. Get on AP power. Let's get rid of ground, folks. Alright. This will do let's do a little pre-flight real quick. Pre-flight briefing. Or departure brief rather. And then we'll be ready to go. And again, I mean I did world flight, but I'm still terrible with the departure briefings for the 7.3. But anyways, so it's going to be a right seat takeoff. Aircraft type is a 737 800 or correction 900 for tail striking points. We have no MELs, no CDLs. We'll be departing off runway 1 left. We can expect to push out nose left and correction 1. We're going to be departing off 1 right. And we can expect to push out nose left, take Alpha all the way around to Alpha 1, and depart runway 1 right full length. probably should be using the charts in the EFB so y'all can follow along, right? But instead, let's do this. Okay, now we can go charts. Bam, look at that. Alright, anyways, like I was saying, push out nose left will take alpha all the way around over to alpha 1 to depart runway 1 right. We'll be outside of this hot spot, no other hot spots, no runways to cross. Weather's no factor, terrain is a factor, so I'll turn terrain on the ND. Emergency procedures before V1, below 80 knots, will be, technically it would be the captain's decision to reject. Please stop, set the park and brake, call flights and service stations, analyze situation, call for any actions, emergency evacuation checklist as required. I would hit the radios, let everybody know what we're doing, if we're going to be stopped on the runway, if we're going to egress from the runway, and if we're going to egress from the airplane or stay on the airplane. After 80 knots in the high-speed regime, we'll abort for 4 reasons: engine fire, engine fail, low level wind shear, and anything makes us feel like the aircraft is unsafe for flight. Other than that, we're going to go flying. We'll speed up, clean up, we'll fly runway heading, sort out the issue, and if we need to come back, we'll come back to runway 1 right. If all goes as planned, we're going to fly the Trucking 2 departure with a top altitude of 19,000 feet, and we're currently squawking 2,000. Any questions, throw it in the chat. Wrong button. And let's see, what was I wanting? I wish I could put a checklist on the EFB. That would be pretty dope. When required is 21.9. Alright, cool. Pre-flight checklist. Interior and exterior inspections complete. Circuit breakers are checked. Nav and display switches. Normal and auto. Passenger signs on. I do need to get that yacht put on. Window heat. Probably just need to do this. Window heat's on. Engine bleed air switches on. Pressurization panel is set. MCP is set. Oxygen mask checked. Altimeters. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to do. I was going to get the altimeter again. It's 3002. So you can tell it's been a minute since I've flown this airplane. Okay. Altimeters 3002 cross-checked. Flight navigations are checked. Warning and oscillator lights are checked. Speed brake is down. Takeoff warning checked and closed. Engine start levers cut off. Stab trim cutout switches are normal. Fire warning is checked. Radios and transponders set. Radar is off. Rudder and AR trim free and zero. Park and brake set. Windows closed and locked. Flight attendant briefs complete. Departure briefs complete. Logbook QRHs are on board. Fuel required, based off of our world flight SOPs, fuel required would be 23.7, and 23.7 is on board. And now we'll get ready to go. Get out of here, jet bridge. There it goes. Okay. Starting from the top, working our way down. Alright. Let's call for push. Alrighty. Pushback checklist. Doors closed. Hydraulic panel is set. Fuel panel set. Flight deck door closed not. Transponder is transponding. Pushback checklist is complete.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Alright. Think we can get that light off.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted. Locking gear.
Alright, guys. Sorry for ignoring the chat, trying to get this thing going. I really should just like only use the head tracking when we're like taxiing and flying and stuff, because it kind of slows things down a bit. Let's see if we got anybody new in the chat. Andrew, what's up, dude? Yeah, normally it would just patchy fog. I'm curious if the fog is done for the night. It's pushed out. Because when we started, it was 1/8 of a mile, or if it's just one of those kind of things how fog is, where fog constantly up and down. Alright, we're gonna go nose left.
Release parking brakes, please.
Alright, beacons on, brakes release, clear to push.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Let's see, catch up in the chat just a little bit more. Owls, what is up, dude? Yo, just stopping by. It's late, bro. I hear you. I wanted to get one more stream in for before I start my work week. So here we are. Thanks for stopping by, dude. I greatly appreciate it. Hope you're having a great night. Francisco Flores, hey, is the request flight plan on the FMC not working? I tried 2 times, but it didn't work. Man, in all honesty, I couldn't tell you. I never use it. A lot of my friends do. But I just set up the route in its entirety by hand. That's just how I've always done it, and it's pretty easy to do in the 7.3. So I don't know, to be honest. Skyfall said I had 4 crashes today trying to use the flight plan. Ooh, so don't touch it. Fuck no, do not touch. No touchy. That's what she said. Alright, so a lot of this traffic, guys, is all live traffic, but we are connected to VATSIM. I haven't heard anybody. We are on and receiving, so. D-Champ. What's up, dude? Hope you're having a great night, man. Wes said, you just did 1 flight at World Flight. You just need more practice. You got this. Yeah. Although I did have a pretty good landing rate at World Flight. Had a negative 22 feet per minute. So at least there's that. Let's see. Alg335 said, good morning, wrong side from Florida. Thanks for the stream. Well,
Please set parking brakes.
good morning from Florida as well. I'm in Orlando. You are absolutely welcome. Thanks for coming to hang out. Hope you enjoy it once we finally get going.
Unlocking gear.
Seth, yes sir. Late one tonight. Absolutely. I'm starting a work week tomorrow, and I wanted to stream today, but I had so much shit to do, and I didn't even get it all done. So I was like, you know what? We got to do a wrong side red eye. So here we are. All right, ladies and gents, let's get these engines fired up. Get those packs off. And we're going to roll numero dos. Let's see if I remember this time to start, turn on pack 1, so the passengers in the back, correction, pack 2,
Tow truck disconnected.
before starting
Bypass
engine
pin
1,
removed.
so that
Left
they
is
get
clear,
air.
right is clear.
Alright, 25, 2.5, 8 on the oil pressure, introduce fuel. Alright, starter cutouts, and we got a good start on one. Roll 2. I remembered it. I would always forget that during world flight. And starter cutouts. It's a good start. Let's go flaps 5. Alrighty, app start checklist. Generators on, probe heat on, anti-ice off, air conditioning panel is set, recall is checked, and auto brakes RTO app start checklist complete. Alright, taxi checklist. Is there anybody behind us? No, okay. Taxi checklist, flaps 5, 5, 5, green light, takeoff speeds 151, 154, 161, thrust DTO 38. Stab trim is 4.7. Flight controls. Watch your sack coming back. Full up, full down, neutral, full left, full right, neutral rudder, full left, full right. Flight controls checks complete. Taxi checklist is complete. What gate is this? San Francisco traffic, Alaska 582. We're off the Charlie gate's going to be taxiing over runway 1 right via Alpha Alpha 1, San Francisco. Alright. Let's do the damn thing. Yeah, it definitely looks a little foggy-ish up ahead in the hills. Meets our saying few at 400. First I was like, don't think so, but I can see it off of that. I'm gonna go ahead and run through the before takeoff. I'll forget if I don't. There's all the love planes. Alright, I'm guessing y'all can still see the stream, so it's telling me that the chat disconnected. But it looks like it's still going on my phone, and I see y'all chatting in here, so I might have to just do the chat that way. But that is indicative of, oh shit. It's indicative of, hello. Oh, I know what's up. Indicative of my internet likely to go out, so I might just need to hold short of the runway and reset the internet. Yeah, internet's fucked. That's why all those airplanes are doing that. Alright guys, I think y'all can hear me, so if you can, in Tampa, nice. I'm gonna do a reset on the internet real quick, so the stream's gonna like pause for a minute, but just give it like 2 minutes and it'll be back, alright? So give me 1 sec, guys. I have to do this shit every fucking night. Alright guys, I do think we are back. Yeah, it's weird. Every night at like 1 a.m. my internet dies. Now I gotta do this shit. So just bear with me. Here we go. Alright. Alright guys, in the chat if y'all can, let me know that y'all are back. I'll wait, make sure that y'all are here before I go. I want to see it on my computer, not on my phone, just so that it's back. Here you 5x5. Alright, so it's not working on this page. I'll refresh. There we go. Now I see all y'all's comments. Okay. Now, let's just double check everything else. Get reconnected to here. Hopefully not anybody's way. Oh, yeah, I am. Alright. Make the circle. San Francisco traffic, Alaska 582 is crossing runway 1 left at Mike 1. San Francisco. I guess other people just aren't fucking talking. San Fran traffic, Alaska 582 is clear of 1 left at Mike 1. Alaska, or San Francisco. Alright, swing ding it back around. I know one of these guys is for sure VATSIM. I know that Delta is possibly the American. They ain't saying shit. Alright, so yeah, Delta is the... I want to restart that. Some programs, repilot. What was that beeping at me? Nobody's online. Oh, okay, it's just an old PDC. Alright, Jesus. Alright, before takeoff checklist. Runway 1 right, full lengths confirmed, inside and outside. Flaps, 5-5, green light. Nav briefs complete, takeoff warning. Checked. Auto throttle's on, InStart switch is continuous, transponder is TARA, flight attendants notified and acknowledged, I guess. We'll pretend like they acknowledged. Oh shit, check this stuff. Alright guys, y'all about ready to get the fuck out of here? Let's get ready to get it. I would just love it if I could hear other traffic. San Francisco traffic, Alaska 582, departing off runway 1 right. We'll be exiting airspace to the north, San Francisco. Oh. Alright, we are clear on the approach. Clear down the runway. For runway heading of 014. RC below. Let's go. You're not throttle hold thrust normal. Pushing on the yoke that long.
V1.
And top thing. That was fucking terrible. And we got pause. Let's go gear up.
Traffic.
San Francisco possible traffic. Alaska 582 is clear. Runway 1 right, exiting airspace to the north. San Francisco. Alright, above 1,000, let's go VNAV. Flaps 1. Up. Take off, checklist. Flight directors can't figure out what they want to do. Up and down, up and down. Alright, I've taken a checklist. Flaps are up, landing gears up and off, packs are on auto, engine bleeds are on, pressurization panel is checked, engine start switches, don't need those anymore. Unlike Southwest, they keep them on through 18,000 feet and just love to burn the shit out of their igniters, we only use them if it's needed. And other than that, APU is off. After the checklist is complete. Let's go autopilot on and get some views. Look at that shit. That sky's on fire. Right. Well, guys, we are finally on our way. Hope everybody's having a great night. But Andrew, you like that little jab I just threw at Southwest? So, Andrew, I don't know if you know this or not, but over at Southwest, they keep the engine start switches to continuous through 18,000 feet, going up and coming down. Regardless of weather, they always get them on. Whereas at Delta, they only turn them on when they're coming up short of the runway. And once they're off the ground, if they're in good weather, then they'll turn them on. If they're not needed, the same thing coming down. When landing gear comes down, arm spoilers, and then they turn those to continuous. It helps to preserve the igniters. That way they're not just burning money on igniters for no reason. So, fun little tidbit for you there. A little something learned in World Flight from our real life Delta captain, Mr. Captain Kim Trails. But guys, how is the audio? Make sure the plane's not too loud. You know, you can still hear me, all that good stuff. no longer have ATC other than, looks like, no. Yeah, Seattle Tower's still on. They'll probably be off by the time we get up there. What does continuous even do? So continuous is it's continuously sparking the igniters like a spark plug, right? It's constantly sparking. You would typically have those on if you're going through like moderate heavy precip, any of that kind of stuff, any type of precip especially, to avoid any flame outs. You want to always igniting. They do the same in the Airbus. In Airbus, if they're coming up on a bunch of shit like that, they'll turn the engine start switch from norm to ignition, and that'll have those igniters firing all the time, just to avoid, you know, losing any engines, because they're a little bit important. So again, I'm hearing a lot of like static and popping in my headset. Do y'all hear it? It's really fucking bad on my end. Incredibly obnoxious. I'm gonna stay up here until transition, so then make sure I hit that. Because we are flying on jet. I want to make sure we get all the points and the monies that we can. And hopefully, no static. Okay, as long as y'all can't hear it, I'll endure it. It's bad on my end. It was way worse right now than it was when flying the Airbus the other day, which is odd, because usually Airbus would cause a bigger issue. There we go, look at that. Seattle winds 190 at 3, quarter mile on runway 16 left. Holy shit, RVR 600 varying to 700. Fog, vertical viz 100 feet. Temperature 3, dew point 2, altimeter 3005. Or 3015. Damn, that's some low ass RVR. You don't see RVRs that low that often. At least I haven't in my experience. Usually they'll be higher to like 1000 RVR, 1200 RVR. You know, more along the lines of a Cat 2 approach than, but that's some true ass like Cat 3B Autoland criteria right there. That Delta guy must be light as fuck. He got way up. That's Delta in front of us, I believe. It took off in front of us. I also didn't say shit on radios. Mic check. Yeah, I don't know. We're transmitting on 22.8. It's weird. I do like how both FBs are separate from one another. We're gonna put this on night mode because sun's going down. Alright, 18 for 19. Let's get this into standard. And let's keep that altitude coming up. So our final cruise is 30,000 feet. Cool. Problem with the audio interference, probably. But I don't have static issues unless I'm streaming, that's what's weird to me. Yeah, I don't know why I get the static. I'm just glad that y'all don't have it. I was watching a replay of one of my streams not too long ago, and it was an Airbus stream, and it was bad. Like, you could hear it on the stream. And it's worse when I play music. Way worse. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's the track IFR doing something. Maybe it's the butt kicker. Yeah, I don't know. Shit, we probably need to make a static check emoji. It's happening all the time. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Especially, I mean, it's worse whenever, y'all can hear it, because I do this for y'all. I want it to be entertaining. I want flawless, seamless immersion. And you start getting a bunch of damn static. It's not accomplishing the goal. What's everybody up to tonight? The worst to troubleshoot. Yeah, that too. Which I'm gonna be talking to my buddy over at Jetline here soon. I'm gonna bring it up to him. I need to make a list. I've got like several things I'm gonna talk to him about. I'm gonna chat with him. Maybe getting the latest generation of the AMD processor. What I've been hearing from some other guys, like Cap Shack, says that it fucking slays. I'm gonna talk to him about they are the U.S. distributor for Vertical Flight Controls. So I'm gonna chat with him about possibly buying some helicopter hardware, predominantly throttle grip the throttle and then a grip. If I want to get real sexy with it later on, I might get a center stick. Because I do want to kind of like dabble into the rotary stuff and learn some helicopters. I think they're a lot of fun. We are definitely going to do some helicopter streams in Zion National Park and Bryce Canyon National Park. Because like I was saying yesterday, this mod that I bought, this mod that I got on FlightSim.to makes it look unbelievable. Like, the way that the Grand Canyon looked in that one helicopter stream we did not too long ago, Like, these mods make that shit, make the Grand Canyon look like terrible. Are you on Intel chip? Yes. Yes, I am. On a i9 right now. What else am I talking about? So chip, Virpil shit. I am going to put some more VRAM in there. So we'll upgrade that. Talked about this audio stuff. I got to tell them about, like, every now and then I have issues where, like, out of nowhere, just my like computer freezes and like all my screens go black, and then the graphics card, like all the fans go to like 1000%. It sent me a new power cable because like when the 4090 came out, they didn't really have like power cables that were really compatible with it. So he sent me a new one. It happens far less. It's only happened like twice since I got a new power cable. But it's still happening, so I'm just going to let him know about that. Fuck else. There's a bunch of stuff I need to talk to him about. Yeah. A little annoying switching chips because you'll need a new motherboard too, but if Jetline is going to do the upgrade for you, I guess that's alright. Yeah, like, I mean, if I buy stuff, like, they'll absolutely install it for me. I'm not doing it because I'll fuck it up. But I'm gonna chat with him about it, because that's the thing, right? Like, I don't know about his computer shit. They do. Plus I got lifetime support, warranties, all this stuff. So that's how I always start the process. Like, hey, so I heard this about this. What do you know? And would it be worth the money to upgrade that? And then he'll give me his true blue honest opinion. And if it's something that I want to pursue, then, you know, they'll drop it in for me and all that kind of stuff. But that's the kind of stuff he'll tell me, right? Like, yeah, it's a fucking kick-ass chip. It's like, but if you're going to do it, you're going to have to upgrade your motherboard. It's going to cost this much. And I don't think you're going to have enough. It'll be a bump enough in performance to, you know, justify the money. Or he'll say, I think it's totally worth it. So, they always shoot me straight. It's why I love them to death. Fucking amazing people. Yeah, no, they're legit. I should have did a flight out of like Boise or something, so we don't have to wait so long to land in the fog, in the fog of war. See what the other side's looking like. I think we'll take the sunset side, right? Heard some stuff going on over there. You gonna be working more? Possibly. We came up with a solution so that we wouldn't have to work more. Really, the only change we're gonna have to make was I would go from working midnight to, or 2 p.m. to midnight, to working 7 p.m. to 5 a.m. I would be on call until 9 a.m. and then a couple other DMs would take over until I come back in at 7 o'clock. And then the other side of the week, on the other two DMs, they're untouched. But that idea was pitched to the higher ups, and can't say what was said, but I was not thrilled. So probably things seem to be, in our world at least, on the DM side, seems to just continue with a negative trend, a very consistent, continuous negative trend, predominantly in the quality of life, time off, schedule, stability realm. So yeah, I won't say any more than that. You and I can definitely chat privately, but Interesting times, to say the least. I know a ton of stuff about PC. I built my first one in high school. Very nice. Yeah, I've never built my own with my own two hands. I've always been too scared of touching the wrong thing or fucking something up. So I've always just leaned on people who know it, folks like you. Because there's obviously a shit ton of people out there that know it. Like my very first computer that I ever built, one of my dispatch buddies, he actually had like a degree in computer science or some shit, and served in the Navy, with his job being in computers and stuff. So I was just like, here's a credit card, here's my budget, do magic. So he did. And then I had Jetline build my next PC. Sold the first one to another dispatcher that I work with now, Javier or Jim. Y'all see Jim sometimes in the chat. Spells his name Gemm, something like that. And then I built this one. Took some of the components from the last one, put it in this one, but predominantly it's a brand new PC. Bro times, man, even over here they delayed the start date for our next class. Yeah. And that's what I'm worried about. Like, if things got so bad that I even wanted to entertain the idea of going somewhere else, that's going to be happening everywhere. And then that's kind of the other figure, right? Like, for us, we had 2 pilot classes and 2 flight attendant classes that, like, they were offered jobs, they were given class dates and all that stuff, and then they were called up and we were like, hey, never mind, don't need you. So, like, that's my other fear too, right? It's like, even if I did get a job somewhere else, but they'd be like, just kidding, and then I'm fucked. That was more to do with flight keys training time and though. Oh, y'all are going with flight keys? JetBlue's going with flight keys too. Me and Jeff, we went to Southwest. I think this was before you left. When I first became a DM, we went to Southwest to a flight keys conference, and all it sounded like was FPM repackaged. The people that make flight keys are the same people that made FPM. And as soon as they got FPM to where it was like a stable, sellable product, they sold it to Sabre, and then Sabre got bought out by CAE. So that was our thing. Was like, well, it just sounds just like FPM. It's the same people that made FPM, so they'll probably just develop this, sell it to someone else, and then, you know, you're gonna be fucked. It's gonna spend $150,000 to make a change, and it's going to take forever. And do like getting CAE to change anything or turn on anything or any little old thing that like should already exist inside of FPM on the back end. Getting them to do it is like pulling fucking teeth, and it takes forever. And we're going to a new FPM version that we should have started a long time ago, but there's all sorts of stuff that at this point, the way that Jeff described it, was like, as we're peeling back the onion, and we're like, okay, this doesn't work, this doesn't work, this doesn't work, this doesn't work. All these things that we need that don't work, don't have in this new version of FPM. Why are we even upgrading? Because there's nothing to upgrade to. So, yeah, in a time where pilots are needed everywhere. Yep, 100%. Crossing the Rebel VOR right now. The sun sinking over the horizon. That's a pretty screenshot. Save. And again, guys, I said this yesterday, but if y'all weren't here, I do now have a new Instagram page. I'll put the profile in here for y'all if y'all want to follow over there. I try to post at least once a night on the flight sim realm of things, and then I also do some, you know, like a little bit of my own inside my life, I guess you could say. Like last night we had a little bit of a fire and drank some whiskey next to the fire, so took a little short of that. So you know, a little mix of real life, sim life, and home life content. A little easier to post on a platform like Instagram than it is on YouTube all the time. So here it comes. Oh, I clicked in the wrong thing. There you go. It'll probably feel like glorified FPM2, but if you saw what Southwest is currently using for their flight planning client, you would see why they need to go. Okay, enough said. What we used wasn't designed for 4,000 plus flights a day, ETOPS, etc. Yeah, I can imagine. How are you liking it though? I mean, Texas is home for you though, right? Like you basically just went back home, so obviously that makes things better. But you know, how how are you liking it? It's like, you know, you always hear that Southwest is like gung-ho about their employees and truly hugely care about their employees, and everybody's happy-go-lucky. But I've also been hearing over the past however many years that ever since Herb died, that shit's kind of been like on the decline, and it's not what it used to be, and all that kind of stuff. Congrats on buying a house. You'll need to send me some pictures. And where are you living at in the Dallas area? I think I've asked that before. Did you say Plano? You're living in Plano? Somewhat familiar with most of the Dallas area. I stayed in Plano whenever I went to I-5 for dispatch school. Mountains. Fucking love mountains. You're in Fort Worth. Okay. Plano's too expensive. Yeah, don't doubt that. Denny just subscribed. Well, Denny, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us, and thank you so much for the subscription and your support. Greatly appreciate it, and I hope that you enjoy yourself while you're here. Everybody in the chat, please welcome Denny to the Wrong Side community. Make sure to check out the description below. Got some links in there that you might want to join. Like, got Discord. So if you ever do become a member, definitely want to be part of the Discord, because that's where you'll use all of your perks and stuff. And then also send alerts to Discord when I go live. Obviously smash the notification bell, because I'm a manager of flight dispatch at my airline, which has me working quite a lot. Plus I have a girlfriend, which has me boyfriending a lot. So unlike other content creators, I don't have as steady of a schedule. So definitely want to make sure that you hit that notification bell. And then also, like we're just talking about, I got the Instagram now. That's a new thing for me. I've been a streamer for the past 2.5 years, and I just now made an Instagram for my channel. I had chicks from the past kind of hunting me down there, so but yeah, I'll put notifications there as well. I can put out a little I did this one before going live. Just let everybody know, getting ready to go live. When I posted it, said Seattle sitting in a quarter statute mile. So let's do another fog check. Just for those of y'all who aren't familiar with fog, fog fluctuates as far as visibility itself, right? Like whether you're looking at RVR, runway visual range, or statute miles, fog fluctuates a lot, which makes dispatching tough when you got an aircraft holding for fog. You can be tricked very easily. Maybe you're holding for a quarter mile and you need half-mile visibility, then all of a sudden new METAR comes out, it's a specie, and it's reporting 3/4 mile or a mile, hell, maybe even a mile and a half. And then your crew goes to initiate the approach, and then all of a sudden, right back down, and it's below ohms. And they either can't continue the approach or they have to go missed. So let's do a fog check. Seattle. Let's refresh this. Nasty. 180 at 3, 1/8 statute mile. RVRs 500 varying to 800. Fog vertical vis 100. That's nasty. Real nasty. So in these scenarios, visibility is always controlling. So we don't really care about ceilings for the most part. We need visibility to initiate the approach. Now, obviously, once we're on the approach, let's say if we're flying to a Cat 1 airport, which is going to be like a standard Cat 1 airport, which is going to be 200-foot ceilings, half-mile visibility. If we have half-mile visibility, we're good to initiate the approach. So we initiate, but let's say that the ceilings are 100 feet, but we need 200 feet. So obviously that's going to come into play while we're on the approach. We get down to minimums of 200. If we can't see anything of the runway environment, we're going to go around. The ceilings though, like you might show one thing in a METAR, but typically you'll get something different whenever, like in real life when you're shooting the approach. So I don't know, we'll see what's going to happen with this. Let's see, yeah, as far as the culture stuff goes, I'm not sure, honestly. People talk about how culture has changed, but I obviously wasn't around to see that stuff. Yeah, I feel you. Let's see. Let's go ahead and set up. Because we're going to have do we have a HUD on this thing? Yeah, we got a HUD. Okay. Which means we also have the whatever it's called, HGS. So let's throw some data in this thing. Let's go approach. Okay, so we'll leave this off for now. Frequency will be 110.75, final approach course of 164. So make sure that cross checks with our charts. It does. And I want to get we have extra steps to do because the viz is so low. So I just want to make sure that I don't put this off. Get to jawing with y'all, and then I'm behind the curve. His last assault tower was on. They may not be on anymore. Yeah, we definitely don't want to thug it up. All right, 110.75. 110.75. Cool. So all we have to do is swap those over to the active. We start our descent. And now for the HGS, we're going to go try A3 on whatever that stands for. I don't really know, to be honest with you. We'll need a few bits of data on this thing. So the first thing we're going to need, touchdown zone elevation. It's 415. So we're going to come down here to elevation. Runway 415, enter. Then next we need the length of the runway. Now what a lot of people do, they make this mistake, is they go to the airport diagram and they'll look at this number right here, 8,500. That is not the actual landing distance available from the glide slope. So what we want to do is we're going to go to the 20-9A. Zoom in on it, we can actually read it. Find our runway. So the runways are on this side, right? We'll be on 16 right. So first thing we got, we have a little note right here. Lets us know the runway is grooved, which is good. If we had any precip or any contamination, it's a good thing to know. We've got high intensity runway lights, centerline lights, ASA approach lighting, touchdown zone lights, PAPI on the right with a 3-degree glide path. And we'll want to check if there was at any point, like if we ended up shooting a visual approach. Obviously, we're not going to tonight because this is low. But you want to know that your glide slope on the or the glide path on the PAPI corresponds to the glide slope on the ILS. If you got a 3.0 on the PAPI but a 3.1 on the glide slope, then you can't trust the PAPIs if you're, referencing your ILS glide slope. RVR is reporting. You have to have this obviously to shoot a Cat 2, Cat 3. And then right here, this is the main thing we want. So from the glide slope, we have 7,352 feet of runway, and also the runway is 150 feet wide. So 7352. I don't know why I keep hitting that button. 7352. Enter. Cool. And then another little prelim item that's good practice to do. Let's go ahead and run. What is this, like landing with failure? No. Let's go ahead and, I hate this song. Run this thing. 16 right. It's got a different elevation. So this be 415. This says 413. Runway heading 165. That's also off. It's 164 based off the charts. Let's call it wet. Just be on the safe side. Now if we can figure out what our landing weight's going to be. So right now our gross weight's 161.4. Prague, Seattle 11.3. So calculator. Alright, so the difference between 16.6, which is our current fuel on board. Well, it says fuel quantity 16.8. I don't know. I'm gonna go off this. All right, 16.6 minus 11.3 is 5,300 pounds. That's what we're gonna be landing with. So we'll take our gross weights. 161.2 and subtract oh wait a minute, stand by, I think I got this wrong. Prague, we're gonna be in Seattle with 11.3, right? So it's a 5,000 pound difference. A landing weight of 156.2. Where's the damn keyboard? I guess I did here. 2 flaps, we're gonna go, yeah, 30. Packs on, anti-ice. We're gonna do engines, because visible moisture and the temperature's relatively low. What was the damn temperature? Oh yeah, definitely. So obviously, for those of y'all who don't know, icy conditions is visible moisture at 10 degrees or less on the temperature. So definitely going to have engine anti-ice on. All reversers work. Auto brake level 3 is fine. Non-normal conditions, nope, we don't have anything in op. We'll calculate. We need 5,798 feet to land. Required landing distance 5798. Available landing distance. So this is false. It's like 1,200 feet less than that. So 7,500 feet, we need 57, so we've got plenty of landing distance, right? BREF at 153. Hopefully this data stays here. We can come back to it later. I just find it hard to believe that we're only gonna burn 5,000 more pounds of fuel. We got a little ways to go, and we got a headwind. It's about to be even more of a straight-on headwind. So I just find that hard to believe, but okay. And if this is saying fuel quantity is 16.5 and we're showing 16.3, I would imagine this is going to be more along the lines of like 11.1. But I don't know, we'll see. LMT is what we're crossing, so we'll do a fuel check at LMT just to make sure we're doing what we should be on the burns. LMT Klamath Falls. Yeah, we should have 16.1 remaining, and we're pretty much at that. Yep, 16.2. We're crossing Klamath Falls in 7.5 miles, so we're spot on the burns, which is nice. It's gotten dark now. So for just for entertainment purposes, let's bring the daylight back. I should tell you, let's watch the sunrise. We watched the sunset, so let's watch the sunrise. West lives in Richardson. Isn't that? I wouldn't mind living in Texas. I think I would work for Delta before I worked for Southwest if I had the choice, but Southwest is not far behind. Rumor is Delta wants top out pay of $220 on a 7-year pay scale. So that's crazy. I really want to see a low vis approach on my next fam ride. I can do my next one in the sim, but it's not the same. Yeah, it's really not. Have you ever done a sim ride where they like it's recurrent or even initial? They're doing the like V1 cuts and engine fires and rejected takeoffs and all that stuff. Have you ever seen that? Because if you haven't, yes, I would want to see a low vis approach too. The lowest weather I've ever seen from the cockpit is overcast at 600 feet. So I was going to Kansas City a couple years ago for my fam ride. When we were getting ready to board the airplane, it was an 1/8 of a mile vis. It was forecasted to be like 1/4 mile at our ETA. We ended up having some sort of maintenance issue. They had to do a pressurization check. We were like an hour and a half delayed. By the time we got up there, all the fog burned off and wasn't shit. But if you've never seen the stuff from the sim, bro, it's eye-opening. Especially in the level D sim where, they do a rejected takeoff and you're glad you got your seatbelt on because you'd go flying forward. Yeah, dude, do it. It's pretty gnarly. I got some videos of some sim stuff. I'd have to vet it before I show it, but did a sim ride in 2020 because they wouldn't let us do real fam rides because of COVIDs. Only shitty thing is they got to schedule us for 2 sessions. Yeah, I'm the same with us. The briefing no longer counts. That 1 hour brief don't count no more, so you gotta do 2 sessions. But maybe they'll give you let you get your hands on the yoke and fly it. But yeah, when we did when I did the sim ride in 2020, it was recurrent for 2 senior captains, and man, those sons of bitches were sweating. Bro, they did rejected takeoff, V1 cut, wind shear on takeoff, wind shear on landing. What else? Low vis approach, stalls, unusual attitude, upset recovery. They did their loft flight, which was Vegas, Burbank, and back, which I also recently flew that in real life. It was pretty fucking dope. Captain buttered the shit out of that landing. Which, by the way, the takeoff out of Vegas and the landing in Burbank are on Instagram. A couple reels. What else did they do? They did a bunch of shit, bunch of stuff. It was fun to watch. These guys were sweating, and then the next day, one of the pilots tested positive for COVID, and I had to stay out of work for 2 weeks, which I didn't mind, because I never got it, and I just simmed for the whole 2 weeks. I'm a little hungry. I got some snacks in here. I got some Cheez-Its and I got some Reese's. And I got, for my birthday, I've got some Hershey's candy bars. I got some Andes little mint chocolate. You know, let me get some of them. Those sound good. Stand by. I don't think this is going to reach. That's the only downside to track IRs. You're like, if you have a wireless headset, you're connected to your PC with this stupid cable. I was supposed to train with you on mids when I was on OJT. I remember that. Yeah, so like the first time, I never had it. It was just the pilot, and I was out for 2 weeks. And then I got it, and they changed it from like 2 weeks to 10 days. And then they changed it again to like 8 days. And now nobody even knows anything about it anymore. Funny how that works, huh? But I do remember that. And naturally, see how tower is off. Oh, there's J-Foot. What's he doing? That's a Yip Jet. I always find helicopters. It's one of our Yip Jet pilots. That's pretty cool. Didn't know he flies helos. We ain't too terribly far. We're about halfway. Sun needs to hurry the fuck up. Is it behind us? Yeah, it's behind us. So ain't any good. Where the hell is the sun at? None of these views show it. There it is. Okay. There's some lights on that ain't supposed to be. It looks like that's on. So get where we can not see that terrain mess up anymore. We're gonna get another screenshot. Sexy airplane. See, why can't we just like have cameras in the sim that just do shit like this? Pans around the airplane. Man, I wish I could. I mean, I'm streaming in 1440, so y'all should be able to see it pretty good. Oh, there you go. That's like a commercial shot. I can kind of see the sun a little bit. Josh, my man. Not gonna lie, I'm falling asleep. Wes, man, go get you some sleep, dude. You don't feel like you have to stay up. That's why God made the replay on YouTube. So, sleep good, dude. This is still gonna be a few minutes before we get there. Josh, man, what's going on? How are you tonight? On this wrong side red eye. Hope you're in the mood for a little IFR action. Still an eighth of a mile. Let's pull up the live RVRs. Okay, RVRs look pretty good. So, well, let me bring it down some. Hopefully y'all can. There you go. So as dispatchers, this is one of the things that we're watching, and we're relaying information to the crew. So the METAR was saying that RVRs are 500 varying to 800, 1/8 statute mile visibility. But yet, when we look at 16 right, it's greater than 6,000 RVRs at touchdown, midpoint, and rollout. On 16 left, now I guess this is where the METAR is coming from. 16 left, touchdown is 3,000 RVRs, midpoint greater than 6,000, and then rollout is 600 and decreasing. So gonna be a fun and sexy approach. But no need on apologizing for being late, because it's late at night. I didn't expect many people to show up. Most people are asleep. I am a little surprised that Calisimmer didn't show up. Although I guess when we started it was about like 9:30 her time. So I'm gonna disconnect from VATSIM and redo this thing, because it's just weird to me that I haven't heard anybody on Unicom. Like, there were people all around me when we departed, and I didn't hear shit. Settings. All the audio is set up. So, Josh, what you up to tonight, man? South Tower's like, this shit's fogged in, we're going home. Probably. Andrew, are you working tonight, or are you just at home chilling? I wonder if I can split this view. I was hoping to split and put Navigraph and RVRs on my iPad and then do the iPad view, but I guess you can't. Oh, that died too. I gotta redo that. There we go. Let's go weather. Let's go METAR. Oh yeah, lots of IFR up there. What I'm worried about is down here, Portland. This is my alternate, so we want to make sure that the weather's good there. Oh yeah, 110 and 19. There ain't no, probably not going to be any fog develop with 19 knot winds. 10 such miles, clear skies. You can see all these little pink dots. Those are airports that are VFR or low IFR, IFR. The pink is low IFR. Can't really see it, but it says LI. Red is IFR. Just got some of that fog sitting right there. So you can find marginal. San Diego gets a little foggy sometimes. They look good. But just like this is I think I was talking about it yesterday. This is a little tactic that I use when trying to figure out where IFR conditions are sitting. I'm trying to, like, if I'm planning, if I see, like for example, if I was planning a flight into Seattle right now, and we'll go. Here's it. Okay. So like, if I was planning a flight to Seattle right now, let's say Seattle was VFR, the TAF was calling for VFR, but yet I'm seeing all these IFR airports, all these little pink dots. You got a little marginal right there, marginal VFR. If I'm seeing all these pink dots, my mentality is like, okay, well, if there's that much IFR sitting in that area and it's that close to the field, chances are it could probably affect Seattle. So I'm not going to trust the TAF, and I'm gonna how come? What happened to the overlay? Anyways, yeah, so I won't trust the TAF, and I'm gonna put an alternate. And you can do that quickly. Like if you're first coming into work as a dispatcher, and you're trying to figure out, especially this time of year in the winter time, where you get a lot cooler temperatures and get some low visibility, low ceilings, just doing this right here, you can get a good idea of where low IFR weather conditions are sitting. Although our software will still show, it'll show every single dot. Like as we zoom out, some of the airports disappear, and as we zoom in, you can see more of them populate. For our software, when we zoom out, all the airports remain, so we really see all of it. We see all, like, the big picture. But like if we're looking at Alaska, yeah, you can look at Alaska right now and be like, yep, there's some fucking low ass shit set up there, all the pink and all the red. So that's just how I do that. Man, my right ear, I got tinnitus and my ear is ringing like crazy right now. on. Can't believe it. I don't have it plugged in. Alright, let's see. How we looking on top drop? 80 miles out. Cool, perfect. Let's do some briefing. All that's set up. Let's go ahead and swap these over. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. And now my head tracking wants to stop. Hello? Dude. What the F, bro? It'll probably start at some point. It's tracking. Just ain't coming to the sim for some reason. There, hey, check that out. Okay, let's do this. Let's pull up charts. We've already talked about a lot of this. We'll start with the star. All right. So we'll start here with this little note. This is always a good thing to read. Speed restriction, turbojet aircraft descend via Mach number until intercepting 280 knots. Maintain 280 until slowed by the star. So we're coming in through Klamath Falls. Proceed on down to Battleground. We'll cross Battleground at or above level 240. Petra at or above 22. Hawks 270 knots. At or above 12,000. Then from here we should be splitting off and we'll go to Pikes 250 knots at or below 15,000, at or above 12,000. Continue on to Breve 250 at or below 11, at or above 10. Nets 280 knots at or above 8. Quest at or above 7,000, and then bottom altitude 6,000 feet at 210 knot speed restriction. So with that, we'll go ahead and dial this down to 6,000 feet. Cool. Over to the approach. Alright, so we are planning the ILS from a 16 right, Cat 2, Cat 3 approach, likely going to be a Cat 3. This chart is 21-3A. It's effective as of 28 February. Frequency is 110.75 with final approach course of 164. We'll intercept the glide slope at Finca 1,900 feet. Minimum for this approach, if we're going to shoot a Cat 2, it's going to be 100-foot ceilings. So I'll tell you what, for shits and giggles, for fun, let's do a Cat 2 first. And then, so that'll give us minimums of 100 feet. And then, if we go around on that, then we'll come back and we'll auto land. Touchdown zone elevation 415 feet. MSA around the Seattle VOR from the direction we're coming from is 3,400 feet. If we go miss, we'll climb to 900 on the climbing, then climb on heading a 195 and outbound on the Seattle VOR radial 210 to cross TC. DME 3.0 off the Seattle radar at or below 2,000. Then climb to 5,000 outbound on the Seattle VOR radial 210 to Zurley DME 15 miles off the Seattle radar and hold. Continuing climb to 5,000. We have a standard 3-degree glide slope with the ASA lighting and a PAPI on the right. For the Cat 2, it's 100-foot ceilings and RVR of 1,200 feet. We do have one note right there. RVR 1000 is authorized with specific OPSPEC, MSPEC, and LOA approval and use of autoland or HUD to touchdown. So we'll abide by the 1,200 RVR, and then if we go miss, we'll come back and we'll do autoland on the Cat 3. Sound good? Good. Airports. Again, 20-9A. 16 right. It's grooved, high intensity runway lights, center line lights, ASA lighting, touchdown zone lights, PAPI on the right with a 30-degree glide path, which corresponds to the glide slope. RVR is reporting 7,352 feet of usable runway. From the glide slope is 150 feet wide. Once we land, it's going to be a left-hand turnoff. We'll probably roll down towards the end, exit at Quebec, and then we'll cross 3-4 center, 3-4 right at Quebec. No, actually we can't cross right there, can we? So what we'll have to do is hit Quebec, turn northbound, cross at Papa, 3-4 center, 3-4 right, and then make our way into the gate. It's going to be auto brake level 3, flaps 30 landing, full reverse thrust, right seat landing. Factors for this landing is going to be terrain as well as weather, low visibility to be specific. And if y'all have no questions, I have no further shit to talk about, and we'll call it briefed. We're going to put this on nighttime though, and we're about to go nighttime. Alright. Less than 40 miles to the top of drop. We got traffic below us, but they way down there. Alright, let's take a look at our flight plan and just make sure everything is doing what we think it should. Just as we briefed. Perfect. Cool. Let's turn down the brightness on some of these. And then for me, specifically, it's kind of weird, but I like that. Bam. Alright, back to the chat. At home chilling, very nice. My last shift was an overnight though. It was crazy. We had like 30 plus dispatchers on overnights. Bro, how many flights do you have on overnights? That's a better question. 'Cause our guys are at like between 20 and 25 on the overnights, plus all the turnovers that they take. Josh said he's ordering pizza. Hell yeah. I'm hungry. Can I have a bite? I don't even remember the last time I had this many days off in a row. Hashtag Amazon life. Was it? So you work for Amazon. What do you do for Amazon? Like, are you a driver, doing deliveries? Are you like stocking shit? What do you do? I've actually never met someone that worked for Amazon, even though there's like literal fuck tons of people that work for Amazon. Do you miss dispatching? Like, if the money was the same, would you go back to it? Yeah, I miss it. There's pros and cons to it. Pros. You stay, in tune with dispatching. If I didn't do this, I would be far more disconnected. Plus, I mean, we do audits and stuff, which helps. We deep dive a lot of stuff on the FPM side as well as back end and all this kind of shit. So that does help stay in touch with the software. But pros of dispatching, you stay in tune with everything. You're more up to date on like read files and what's going on in the operation in a lot of ways. And you get that fulfillment too, like when you have a very complex situation and you made the right calls and you were the difference in that airplane full of people, not only making it to their destination but also making it safely. I think we're coming down. We are. So I missed that fulfillment. But you know, the cons of dispatching, you know, you're stuck at your desk, you got operational control. You and the captain are you know, solely responsible for everything. So you know, if you wanted to go outside and talk on the phone for an hour, can't do that, obviously. You know, like on the management side, not having operational control, you know, if I need to, if it's a slow day and I want to go grab some food, and I don't have to worry about somebody watching my desk, or you know, putting my burden of someone watching my desk for me while I go get food. You know, I have to deal with that. I don't know, there's pros and cons to it. There's some flexibility being a manager, like on a holiday, like show up, but you probably leave a little early, you know, some stuff like that. But do I miss it? Yeah, but at the same time, I feel like I get enough with what I do at work, coupled with doing this. So, but you know, like if Delta was doing, they're topping out at 220 on a 7-year pay scale. I can only imagine what first-year pay is going to be on that contract. It sounds like they're trying to redo the contract because y'all, Southwest, went up to them on the starting pay. Money's not everything. It obviously makes things a little more comfortable in some ways, but in management, you know, your fate is held in the hands of someone above you, and it don't take much for them to, you know, snatch that paycheck away, as we're, you know, kind of seeing right now. It sounds like you've heard the changes in our ranks on the DM side. So money's not everything, but you know, I'd be willing, if I went to Delta today. They start at 94,000. If I went to Delta today, I'd probably take like $35,000 pay cut, $40,000 pay cut, something like that, and I'd be willing to do it. Because I think as long as I don't, you know, they don't go doing stuff like what you were just talking about a while ago, they could provide the stability. I could plant roots. You know, that's been the big thing with my current employer. There's just been so much going on over the past 6 years, of like OCC moving, then not moving because of COVID, and then splitting the OCC, and then other stuff. You know, and I'm sure that was a big part in why you made your decision too. You know, stability and planting roots, and building seniority, and having that career-long place that you plan on retiring at versus, you know, possibly changing again. Although, watch, 10 years, AI is going to take our jobs. But, don't got to be answering your phone. But, man, I'm on the phone a lot more as a DM than I was as a dispatcher. Usually it's with my boss. Usually it's with other DMs. It's with chief pilots. It's with pilots. I'm on the phone a lot. So that's definitely not a pro. Clement Falls, where my girlfriend's mom was. Oh wow, I bet it's quite pretty there. Of all the mountains that we've been flying over, but it's fucking beautiful there. Is that in Oregon, or is it in California? It's California, right? I think the biggest pro is leave work at nope. 100% no. Well, yeah, sorry. I mixed it up. Yeah, biggest pro with dispatch Aside from maybe like being curious about a particular flight, if it made it on the ground or not, without diverting. Yeah, like you can leave work at work. For us, fuck. Where like, dude, I get so many fucking notifications, and I have to have them on like while I'm home. Like I get notifications from Teams for like the Teams chat. We have a DX Manager chat, which also has our two bosses in it. Now look at that, 4 miles. Patchy fog again, view at 100. And it's moving in and out. It's fluctuating. So like we have stuff going on in there. Then there's also like we have group chats with just all the DMs alone with no other management. We're talking in there. Emails, like so many notifications. With the delivery flight stuff, like these past couple months have been nice because we haven't had a delivery for the past couple months, but that's going to fire right back up in January. I think for the first 3 months all of our deliveries are domestic, which makes it easier, but being that Susan is now leaving, you know, she was my colleague on delivery flights, and now I'm predominantly going to be owning that by myself, which is kind of nerve-wracking, being that like I can make a lot of shit fuck up on accident and fuck over the cheap pilots. But Chris is volunteering to help me, Chris Nestigian. So I now got to teach him. But like, bro, it takes a fucking hot like 10, 15 delivery flights to like really get a grasp of the entire process. At least for me it was. But I'm from the country and I'm kind of slow. So yeah, work now like. And it just keeps getting more and more, like in the sense of you can't leave work at work. When we're about to lose a lot more time off. So, yeah. Depressing. Inbound PG's first level supervisor, but inbound stow. Put the product in the pods that the robot brings you. Interesting. That would be kind of a cool thing to do, like if you had the opportunity. Now I'm speaking from someone who doesn't work there, obviously. Like you, Josh, would probably find it really cool to come and tour my office and, you know, let me explain stuff to you. And really, our office, there's nothing sexy about our office at all. Andrew's office, the Southwest NOC, NOC, and that's impressive. It's fucking massive. And I believe they're expanding it. They were talking about it whenever I was there for the conference. But our office is just an office with computers. Like, it's not anything sexy. It would be super cool to have the opportunity to go and tour an Amazon facility and see like how the fucking robots and all the logistical shit works. Like, that'd be wild. Alright, I bet this camera above me is dead. Yep, fucking knew it. I knew it wasn't gonna make it. Oh well. Mic check. And do we even have... Oh, there's nobody in bat sim anywhere close. Alright, let's turn these lights off for now, so I can actually see. They're blinding. Still calling 4 miles. Alright, let's do descent checklist and approach checklist. Descent checklist. Actually, we need to do this. Our minimum set. Lord mercy. Alright. Descent checklist. Altimeters 3012 cross-checked. Minimums radio 100 cross-checked. Landing data, do need that put in. Approach briefs complete. Auto brakes level 3. Seatbelt sign is on. Pressurization panel is set, and recall is checked. Descent checklist complete. Approach checklist. Flight nav instruments are verified. Cabin notification. Is complete. And altimeters again 3012 cross checked. Well, if you're ever in the area, I can hook you up with a tour. This one here is Gen 11 building, almost as new as it gets, really. So where do you live, or where is this place? If I'm ever in town, bro, I will definitely let you know. And if you're ever in Orlando, let me know, and I'll come show you around. It looks a little foggy down there, but we can see the runway and the airport from here, so. Civics is 6,000. Cool, so we can hang out here. Seattle traffic, Alaska. Where are we? 582 is on the downwind from a 16 right. We'll call final. Seattle. Alright, switch over to heading mode while we're on this vector. And then also, I'm gonna come here. Let's go runway 16 right. Give me 5 miles. Now we're running live traffic, so we might see other Targets on the TCAS. It's just live traffic. It's not BATSIM traffic. Dense fog. All right. Let's get that engine AIs on. And we're like in rain too. Oh, that's right. Man, why does I fucking forget that every fucking time? I don't know what I'd be in Sioux Falls for, but if I'm ever up there, bro, we're gonna do it. I don't know why I can never remember that. Makes me feel like an asshole when I don't. Alright, let's go flaps 1. Yeah, I'll tell you what, let's go flaps 2. Flaps 2 actually gives you some drag. Alright, legs, civics. And we'll get a little bit further. Alright, we'll execute. Nav. Let's put these lights on dim. I'll go flaps 5. Alright. Approach. Bore lock. Glide slope. Man, we're still a ways out. Man, we're 15 out. We'll do 170 for now. Miss approach altitude is set. So Josh, if you could change your name to that, that'd be fucking great. That would absolutely be great. Because there is always a chance that somebody else comes in as Josh, and then I'll think it's, well, they'd have to be a member and a member as long as you and all that stuff, because you got the emblem next to your name, you know. But it is weird how like you can have a channel name, but then like your name is separate. Seattle traffic. Alaska 582 is on a 12-mile final runway 16 right. Seattle. Just want to see what if we go live weather. It looks foggy down there. Oh fuck. 10 statute mile, shallow fog. View at 100, temp 2.11. Alright, we're gonna give this a shot. And then if we end up not having low vis, we'll go around. Gear down. Arm spoilers. Flaps 15.
2500.
Flaps 25. Flaps 30. Landing checklist. Landing gear down. Flaps 30. 30. Green light. Speed brake. Armed. Engine start switches. Continuous. Landing checklist is complete. Alright, let's see what we get. Well, I changed it. Ah, I see it. We will see how long it takes to update. I see it now. I see it now. Yeah, now I will never fucking forget now. That's the biggest thing for me. If someone has something, you know, different in their name, I'll always remember them. Like Hillbilly Gypsy. Oh yeah, we got some fog. All right, boys, here we go. Clear to land. Alright, got the approach lights. I'm gonna go around. I want low vis. Go around flaps and gear up.
Too low, gear. Too low, gear.
And let's go nav. They won't even come out of approach mode. So let's do this. Swap these out. And let's go nav. There we go, LNAV. VNav. Fox 5. And let's get on the flight directors. Seattle traffic, Alaska 582 on the go. Runway 16 right. Seattle. Flaps 1. Flaps up. It's not very easy to do single pilot. Autopilot's on. All right, we're going to change the weather. I mean, that was not bad. I mean, that was relatively low. I don't know why it's saying that it's not that warm. But I want even lower than that. So let's bring this thing around. Heading. Heading mode. Heading select. Alright. Let's get all this set back up. Yes, I know. Alright, 110.75. 164 still in there. Sweet. Okay, we're all set up. Get those back off and that off.
And ladies and gentlemen from the cockpit, this is your first officer speaking. I just want to let you know that we had to go around, had a aircraft on the runway. It was not a big deal. Got plenty of gas, looking good. We're all set back up. We're going to swing our way back around and try to get down on the ground this time. Hopefully there's no traffic in our way. We'll be on the ground in just the next few moments. We appreciate your patience. And I want to thank you for flying Alaska Airlines, where we try to pull engine fire handles and cut off engines and kill people and stuff. Ding ding.
Alright, we got this guy right here. We'll try to come in behind him. Got a visual on him. Alright, let's change that weather. Let's make it. That shit was too easy. And we picked up the runway like 500 feet. So, let's go dense.
Seattle traffic, this is Air Canada 201 net. passing 6,000 feet, descending 3,000, expecting runway 16 left.
Hey, Air Canada, this is Alaska 582. We just shot an approach into 16 right, picked up the runway around 500 feet. I'm streaming. I was hoping for a lower viz, so I went around, but just want to let you know you can probably expect to pick it up around 500 feet.
Your mic is very staticky to me, but I think I heard what you said. Roger.
Mic is very staticky. I wonder if I need to do a headset. Let's see, audio. Yo, 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 yo. Oh, there we go. How about now? How about now? Yo, yo, yo. Okay. Hey, Air Canada, how's the mic sound now?
Much better.
Perfect. Thanks. I didn't know it was solo. Appreciate you.
And sorry, what were you saying earlier? I missed the last part.
Yeah, we shot an approach to 16 right just a minute ago with live weather, and we picked up the runway at 500 feet. I'm streaming a low IFR stream. I wanted lower viz than that, so we went around so that we can manually change the weather and make the viz worse. But I want to let you know that you'll pick up the runway if you're on live weather around 500 feet.
Roger, yeah, I'm on live weather, so I got you at 500 feet. And Roger, sounds good. It's my first day on VetSim, so maybe my replies don't sound what you expect. I apologize.
Oh no, you're fine. Especially this late at night, there's not many people on, and there's nothing. It's not going to hurt nobody to have a little casual conversation on the radio, you know?
Exactly, yeah. That's why I'm hopping on later at night. Also, my PC kept on crashing earlier. I'm not sure if it's the network itself or maybe I had some add-ons. Even though I deleted all of them, it's still crashing. I'm not sure why.
Interesting. Yeah, I haven't had that problem. Some guys in my stream said that on the PMDG, when requesting the flight plan, it crashed their sim. But other than that, I haven't heard of anything else.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, I'm starting to think it's a RAM issue, to be honest. But once I get enough money, I'll get a new one.
Oh, wrong switch. Seattle traffic, Alaska 582. We are turning final runway 16 right, 20-mile final. Seattle. All right, what's our temperature? 8. Let's go. Let's get that anti-ice back on. Alright, approach mode armed. 4 loc.
Seattle traffic expects to see runway around 300 feet.
Perfect. Thank you for the pirate.
Not a problem. And I notice all my leg comes actually right when I land. I'm not sure if anybody has that issue.
What'd you say?
I said I noticed most of my computer lag comes right when I'm landing. I'm not sure, maybe because the weather here is not that good, that my graphics are overwhelmed.
Yeah, it could play a role in it. It shouldn't affect your frame rates too terribly much. It's probably just trying to load in some scenery or something. Do you have, which airport for Seattle do you have? The Asobo or the Payware?
I believe it's the Sobo.
Yeah, Asobo's got some pretty bad frame rates on their handcrafted airports. That's probably what it is.
I got you. Yeah, good to know. I'll play around with it and see what I can do later on.
Alright, sorry guys, oh my man! JC, what's up, dude? Talk about a late stream. Yes, sir. Wrong side, red eye. So I got my lights off because they blind the shit out of me. Flaps 5. Slow her down. Damn it. Keep getting the wrong switch. In Air Canada, if you go to YouTube and search wrong side simulations, like you're sitting on the wrong side simulations, you'll be able to go back and hear yourself on the stream.
Wrong side simulation, is that what I heard?
That's correct. As if like you're sitting on the wrong side or you're going the wrong way. Search that wrong side simulations, because I fly in the right seat. You know, everybody else wants to fly left seat. But yeah, you go there, you'll be able to hear yourself on the stream.
Roger, thank you.
Seattle traffic, Alaska 582 is on the 8 mile final runway 16 right. Seattle. Hate that damn gear horn. Shut up. There we go. All right, boys. Let's see. Let's see how we do. $1,600 feet. That's good. No complaints. Where are you, AAs? Have you met Colin? Alright, I think it's going to be a lot like the last approach. We're at 1,000 feet and I can already see the ground, so
1,000.
I don't think the fog's going to replicate nearly as much. Live weather, it's still 10 miles shallow fog, or patchy fog. 500. Approach lights, 400. My airplane. Alright, we're going to actually land it this time.
300. Approaching minimums.
Continue.
50.
Seattle traffic, American 449, left down on runway 16 left, 11,500, Seattle.
Versus green, spoilers are up, speed brakes are up. $70 knots. Manual braking. That was pretty fucking terrible. I got distracted by the call out and was listening. I was basically flying it like I had a crosswind and there's no wind. Seattle traffic, Alaska 582 is clear. Runway 16 right, gonna be holding short. Runway 16 center. Seattle. Bro, that is not what I said. My damn charts. Okay, let's clean it up. Swap these off. Alright, after landing checklist, engine start switches are off, flaps up, and they are transitioning. Speed brakes are down, radar's off. This I don't have a weather radar. After landing checklist is complete. We'll go back to live weather too. Nice. Can't see nothing with these the newer lights, the LED lights, because it doesn't have the taxi light on the nose strut. Seattle traffic, Alaska 582 is crossing runway 16 right at Papa. Seattle.
Seattle traffic, American 449, turning left base, runway 16 left, Seattle.
Left base, cool, so we got time to get across. Alaska 582 is clear, 16 center. Gonna be crossing 16 left at Papa. Seattle.
How's that fog coming in? Has it lifted?
And when we came in, we picked up the runway at 500 feet. There's no, little to no factor.
Cool, thank you.
And Seattle traffic. Alaska 582 is clear, 16 left. Taxi another round. Everybody have a great night.
You too.
Alright, should we go to a gate or should we go to the hangar? We do technically have a plane full of people. Wow. Get rid of that button.
Seattle traffic, American 449, turning final 16 left. And we just picked up Wumul, 19 mile final, Seattle.
I might park next to that Air Canada. That was that. That was that kid. It's like Sierra 2. Oh, I hit the wrong one. Oh, shit, which one did I hit? Revoke, change. I bet S3 don't have nobody over there. S2. See, I'm pretty sure. Like, where the fuck is everybody? There should be seeing people right here, but I don't see no one. Well, there's a tug. Where's the person? Oh, okay. Got that thing right there. Alright, that's great. A jetway right in the way. And that thing's dead ass wrong. Alright, let's hit park brake. Brakes are set. Get on APU power. Alright. Let them up, shut them down. Okay, shutdown checklist. I'll keep blocking the sensor. Parking brakes on. Fuel switches, one on. Seatbelt sign is off. Window heat off. Probe heat is auto. Anti-ice off. Actually, now it's off. Electric hydraulic pumps are off. Air conditioning panel is set. Bring that back down to 0. In the real world, you would, at least I know Delta guys, they do that. Air conditioning panel is set, anti-collision lights off, engine start levers cut off, transponders and standby. Shutdown checklist is complete. We should have did a fucking replay with low vis. That's what we should have done. Dang it, man. Dang. Alright, let's close out the flights. First we'll start with Volanta. See what it says. Man, terrible landing rate. Oh, maybe not. It's negative 92. Okay, I'll take that. I'm sure we're going to lose points on YipJet, being that we were all over the fucking runway. Well, let's see. What does it say? What you say? Shadow, my man. Why the hell are you still awake? Because I didn't get to stream today and I wanted to stream. That's why. And, you know, need a little World Flight SOP refreshing. Hombre. How you doing, my man? I just mailed your shit tonight. Ugh, 9.04. Terrible. Off center line. Hey, that's the second time it has said that. Perfect scores under 4 meters in normal conditions. I don't feel like I was off center line. Maybe like right off rotation. I think we did get off a little bit to the left. What the fuck is this thing talking about? No nav lights when for 114 seconds? When was that? Well, I guess it's probably right after shutdown. That's why. That's a stupid mistake. I hit the scroll wheel and it didn't click it down twice. It just went down once. Damn it. Cost me points for that dumb shit. Because we elected to go around because we wanted even lower visibility than what we had, we were a little bit late. Also probably because we're streaming and I'm talking a lot. We were 21 minutes late. And as the DOT, it's an actual late arrival. Had a full boat of passengers, 181 out of 181 with 4,300 pounds of luggage, along with some cargo, 6,900 pounds of cargo. We turned revenue of $39,632, but our expenses were $17,974. Leaves us a balance of $21,658 to go to YipJet. So, my pilot rating is probably hurting. How do I go see my pilot rating? YipJet as a whole is below 9. We're at 8.85. We haven't been flying a whole lot. Shit. Oh, yeah, I'll go over here. That's right. Your profile. Okay, I got a 9.5 pilot rating, so that's decent. I'd rather be a 10. But, you know, only in a perfect world. Well, ladies and gentlemen, mostly gentlemen, probably all gentlemen. So I don't think Callie Simmer's here. That was a fun little stream. It was a fun IFR, low IFR approach. I don't know if Microsoft Flight Sim is even capable of replicating an 1/8 or 1/4 of a mile visibility. I mean, I put on dense fog in the weather presets, and it was like, I don't know, maybe half mile, 3/4 mile visibility. Picked up the runway at 400 feet. So, shut up, Andrew. Blake's always 20 minutes behind in the chat. Bro, I was busy. I was flying a fucking airplane. I actually stayed up with the chat all the way down until we were on the downwind. That's pretty good for me. Let me catch up real quick. Let's see, Shadow is saying, sounds good, just hoped to say, hell, give a like, and go into bed. Thanks, man. Next year or maybe this year I will do cards. Just want to do one with the family and stepbrother's portrait. Absolutely. And I think next year I'm gonna do wrong side simulations cards. See if maybe I can't get access to an airplane and take a picture in the cockpit, and have maybe even me and Crystal, and send a Christmas card like that. I'm gonna do like some good ones. Already got a place picked. I can't remember the name of it. Crystal found it, but yeah, I'm gonna do wrong side simulation ones next year. Make them dope. But dude, thanks for coming, hanging out for a quick sec, dropping a like, saying hi. Great to see you, dude, as always. And here in the near future, we're gonna get some flying in, I tell you. All right, so back further in the chat. Let's see where Jeff came in. Been great help. Just texted a couple days ago. Training is so long here, so that's where I left off in the chat. We're about halfway through OJT. How long is it? I'm trying to think of how long ago college left. 9 weeks in the classroom, 45 days OJT. That's not terrible. Too bad I posted a picture of this pizza on here. Yeah, I wish you could. And actually I don't, because then I'll be fucking eating some junk. Let's see if I can give y'all something to look at when we're... There should be some live traffic taxiing around. Really can't wait for the day that we see an A220 in the sim. Watch, I bet the wrong jet bridge tries to connect, hook up to the airplane. Oh, it actually worked. I just don't see, like, bad carts or anything. I don't know. I don't know what's going on anymore. Ain't no pineapple on this pizza. Shit, it wouldn't be on mine either. Yes, I could go pizza right now. Yeah, projecting first few of us to be upgraded in March, which would put us about 8 months since start date. When you say upgraded to from assistant flight dispatcher to flight dispatcher? It's a lot of training for just the old 737. Yeah, that's my thing with Southwest is, man, they like, y'all might as well just be fucking pilots by the end of it. A lot of company policy stuff to learn. I'm assuming you do Hawaii too, or is it just separate training? No, that's just domestic. Sheesh. Separate training for flag and ETOPS. What's the comp check like there? Training's minimal. It's just 1 day, just one full day on the desk. Oh, okay. I always heard that it was a 3-day comp check at Southwest, or maybe it's at Delta. Also, if you talk to Zach Royal, you can tell him I said hello. He was in my initial class at NK. Charles Cotton. God, a lot of these names I haven't even... Oh, and Leathers. Oh my God. Fucking Leathers. Fucking... Oh man. Yeah. We'd have an SOE and written test sometime before that, but... Oh, okay, so it was Delta. It's 3 days. Jesus Christ. Or some people mentioned Charles Cotton, and some guys call Leathers Leatherhead, Leatherneck, or something. He sends out a lot of emails trying to trade shifts and stuff. Yep, that sounds like Leathers. If Blake gets this far in the chat, I'm sure he has some stories. Yeah, he one day I was wearing shorts at work, and he walked up and like was talking about how nice my legs were, and like had a lot of definition in my legs and all this shit. Weird, to say the least. Jesus Christ, man. I'm sitting here saying the same shit y'all are saying. Yeah, he's interesting to say the least. Bro, Are we brothers? A lot of ladies in here. Hell yeah, brother. See? There we go again. Jesus Christ. Hell yeah, hee hee. Let me know if you need a photographer. I'll also do that. Oh, that's fucking sweet. Yeah, that'd be pretty dope. If only, you know, weren't all the way up there, and you could also get access, like be able to get on a Airbus with us, snap a pic. Story time is great. Leg cam win. Yeah, right. Fucking doing a leg cam. Oh man. Well guys, it was good catching up. Jason Leathers, Jesus Christ. Charles Cotton, I can't remember what he looks like, but I remember the name. And he was super smart, if I remember correctly. But guys, thank y'all so much for coming and hanging out on this Wrong Side Red Eye stream. Super fun. Probably gonna have to clip the landing. And, oh, I don't know actually, because that landing was fucking ugly. I got distracted. Dude called final, and I was like, what runway is he on? And then I was like, oh, wait a minute, I'm flying an airplane. But, chat boat. Yeah, right. I mean, I could just stand up and show my legs, but it's just a dude leg, hairy with, you know, don't have as much definition as I used to have, but there's still a little bit there. But, well, guys, I am about to go crash. I gotta get up and go to work. I'm gonna get up at noon to head to work. So I'm about to go to sleep. But guys, thank y'all so much for coming to hang out, especially at this time of night. I'm glad that I had someone to hang out with and talk to, and not just be sitting here talking to myself. If you go back to like my very first few streams, I was basically streaming and talking to fucking 0 people. So glad we were on that page. But buenos noches, señor. Muchos gracias. Guys, I hope y'all have a great night. Sleep well when y'all get to it. Jeff, if you're working, sorry, but enjoy at the same time. I would love to be an overnight dispatcher at Delta. I just don't feel like sitting on a 3-day comp check. Hopefully recurrent comp checks aren't that long, but who knows, maybe throwing my hat in the ring here pretty soon. We'll see. Things continue to degrade at the workplace. But good night, guys. See y'all on the next one. Be good at it, and until next time, take care.
Yeah.